So how's everybody's Wednesday going so far? And so I channeled a message while I was getting set up. And then I was waiting for the noise to clear. How's everybody doing today? So, anyways, I took time to channel this little message that the angels wanted to share. And it's a little poem because I am a poet. I'm a Pisces, and I stress that because Pisces are like tricks of all trade, and we can't just do one thing. We gotta do a whole bunch of things, and then choices aren't our favorite things, so we have to make one, We're gonna go with what we know. So, I decided to write, I channeled this poem to share with you guys. So you guys don't be too brutal, but tell me what you think. So this is a message from the angelic realm, and for those of you that, if this is your first time hopping on my live, my name's Jess, Intuitive Angel Healer, and I'm a spiritual grounding coach, Reiki level 2 practitioner, and angel intuitive. And I'm also a psychic medium, so I'm more of an angelic psychic medium. I more channel with the angels, but I do have a lot of passed over loved ones that love to grab me to help me share a message with their past loved ones here. So you can find that link in the bio to set that up, because I do that more privately. I'm not a big fan of doing that on live, just because it's a very emotional experience, even for me, when you truly connect with my loved ones, and I prefer just to be private about it. So welcome everyone. But you guys can check out my services. For right now, I'm doing mini psychic angelic medium readings on video, so you can either do Gmail, the Google one, or you can do Zoom, and just answer, what's really important to you right now, because mine's not about fortune telling, mine's about healing. I want to help heal you, because if I give you the tools and I heal you from your chains and cut those off from the past, then the rest you do yourself. So thank you everybody for joining, but I'm going to go ahead and read this poem, and you guys tell me what you think. So this was channeled with my angelic guides right before I set this up. So take today's energy and come and join the vibe with me. Birds chirping, flowing in the air so bright. Today I will welcome a positive energy to flow to me. Wide-eyed and arms open, please, angels, grant me the blessing of confessing. My faith is so strong, my correct beliefs coming along. I keep reaching out to you, up in the air, the sky so blue. Today my clouds are floating away. Today I won't let any darkness stay. Today I reclaim my power, the power of today. Thank you, my Creator, for the wind so soft. Thank you, my angels, for the blessings you pour on me. In gratitude I stand, all of this self-love I command. Today I will walk in faith. Today I will conquer darkness with grace. Today, because today is my new beginning. I have all the magic I need to fully proceed. I am a light worker. No darkness shall prevail. I am an earth angel shining bright. Come join the vibe with me tonight. So, what do you guys think about my little poem there. So, morning, beautiful. Good morning, Lulu, Cakeography, Mom 5. How's your day? So, morning, beautiful soul. Terrible day yesterday. Yes, this is spot on. I needed this. Finally spoke up. My ring is off, but it hurts so badly. I fully understand that. The hurt is there and it stings. It stings for a while. It's something you just have to do a personal cleanse of and always remember the good moments, but release the bad moments and give yourself a pat on the back for not tolerating it anymore because I've been through a bunch of different kind of relationships in my life. I started out at 14, like that was because I really had no choice and I had to leave my house, and maybe I did have choices, but my 14-year-old self did what I knew and did what ran in my generational lessons of the world, and so I cleaned those up here in my late 40s or my early 40s, late 30s. So there's always hope. You just have to work on it. But sometimes you have to clear out the toxic. The toxic relationships suck to clear out because they were fun. That's the part, is that they were fun at one point and they lost their magic, and you're like, I can fix this. I can fix the magic, and then you realize I can't fix the magic. There's no fixing the magic because the magic was only being portrayed to you most of the time because it was your magic. And if you're with a narcissist, they like prey on what makes you happy. They study you. And so don't give yourself a hard time if you had fun in those moments, because they were simply getting your energy, magnifying it so you were enticed. But that's how magical you are. So thank you for showing me a good time, I guess. Like, I've had my narcissist, his tricks have blown up on him quite a few times because he never met nobody like me, because I will stand in my power. Like, you duped me into 10 years, but I have different various things about that, but I'm not married to you no more. There's no more duping me. Like, 10 years, got up, woke up, got out, I'm good. So don't beat yourself up, because this is the biggest thing, is you got to give yourself self-care, self-love. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you made a mistake, but you're not as stupid or as ridiculous as they're telling you or making you out to feel or be. They're just mad that they're losing their cheerleader. Okay, mine came in with all kinds of insults and told me I had cheerleaders all over the place. I'm like, you damn right, because I'm never going to be left alone out in the world. Like, I came into your life for your blessing, and you treated your angel like poop. So you're going to have to deal with your creator when you finish this earth, and they're gonna be like, well, why'd you treat your angel like poop? You prayed, we helped, you came in and treated her badly. So, but you know what, it's gonna feel better the more that you realize how much you've been giving up to them and not to yourself, and know that the universe will gladly deliver you a good partner that's good for you, that makes you feel good. When you start feeling good, it's about you first. And society's always like, me first, them first, take care of everyone first. Well, I've done that before and it didn't work out. And it was family, and it's been relationships, and I'm good. I am not going to exert all this energy to be left to sit in my emotions. So take time for you. Don't let people make you feel bad, because ultimately you're going through it, not them. So let's see. So same story. I needed this, finally spoke up. Let's see. Story left at 14. No thanks. Are you high? No, I'm not. Thanks. I get it. It's never enough and leaves you defeated. It's never enough. Yeah, it leaves you defeated. Okay, sorry. Yeah, and you'll start feeling better the more time you have away from your the more time you have away from your person, it'll be better. Sorry guys, have to do something real quick. So it's hard though. Like, my biggest thing that I say is don't engage. Don't engage. You'll feel so much better if you don't engage. So let's see what the collective message is here. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for all the likes. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an angel message. Message the angels need us to hear today. Okay, we're gonna read this little prayer. So, dear archangels, thank you for helping with this reading. Please help us clearly see, hear, think, and feel true divine guidance. Please guide this reading so that it's in the light and is specific and accurate and brings blessings to everyone involved. Thank you, angels. Amen. So it is. So let's see what the collective message is here. All right. What is the message that needs to be known today? So we have a few cards here. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out because this is kind of powerful right here in itself. Spiritual awakening, surrender, true offering, and signs. Okay? First of all, Spirit is clearly sending you signs daily. and wants you to know that prayers are always answered in some way, shape, or form. But when you there's a few things. When you go to pray, make sure that you're setting your intentions to one thing. Sometimes we manic pray, and that's where you're just shooting off all these prayers because you're manic, you're worried about your situation. And so then you get back to your prayers, and then you're like, I'm not even paying attention here, that I've already been sent signs that everything's good. So a big thing is crows. Crows are being around you right now. It goes along with this spiritual awakening that's happening. Crows are a sign. They're connected with the afterlife, and they're spiritual messengers from the afterlife. So if they're trying to, lots of them are getting together, pay attention to that, because also they do like to bully when they get together. So if you mess with one of them, you mess with all of them. And birds of a feather flock together is a strong message coming across here. So when crows start showing up, that's a sign that spirit is definitely trying to get a hold of you, trying to give you a heads up to some kind of situation that you need to release your old way of thinking about it, and know that hang on to the good parts of the memories. But ultimately, I feel like the time was over and you're moving into a new beginning, and you can't stop this new beginning. It's an answer to one of your prayers, but you have to make space for the new. So you have to clean out the old because it no longer serves you, because that timeline no longer exists. So those memories still exist, but that timeline, you can't ever recreate the past. You can't change it because it's the butterfly effect. Like, you change one thing, it changes the outcome of everything. So let things flow. Know that there's just like there's birth, there's death. So you don't look at death as such a negative way, because the death is a good part. It needs to go lay to rest. So it's all over my yard for days. So yeah. Another thing here is surrender, and you keep seeing birds here. That's another pattern. I feel like birds are a sign. Crows and maybe even bluebirds are a sign. Bluebirds are a good sign, though. They're a sign of joy. So surrender, though, and it says sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest: to stop trying to control the whole universe. And there's a lot of birds. There's a big bird, and then there's little birds all over this message. You have to surrender how you want a situation to come out. You just need to let your soul be free. You need to speak and think, and keep your thoughts in a high vibration of courage and truth. Because the truth can hurt, but the truth can also set you free. That is a very important message. Hello, Sharon Boo. I love your name. I love it that you're from Hawaii, too. Guys, go give her a follow if you want some really awesome connections to seeing the rainbows and stuff in Hawaii, because her and all the crew out there go and walk around. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So here's a message specifically. These two were together. Grief and gratitude. The cards are falling all over the place. And it shows a frozen heart, and then it shows a gratitude, and so it's kind of fun because green, right, is the heart chakra, and blue is the throat chakra, right? And I feel like maybe some of you have closed your heart off to this situation, and this is, see, it's frozen and it's unthawing, but if you give gratitude for the lesson, and sometimes it's really hard and you have to dig deep, but know there's a reason, a rhyme and reason for everything. We don't always know in that moment, but usually it's not for our highest good, and that's where the separation comes in, because they're not on the same energetic level, whatever person it is. And sometimes we blame ourselves for death. This is somebody's out there. When somebody passes, you have to know that that's not your department you're in charge of. So you can't beat yourself up for being a part of somebody's passing. That wasn't your call. You were there, but ultimately when the Creator says your time's up and pulls a soul, you have to know that that's not anything that you're in charge of, and you need to you're going to have to just let that go. So give gratitude for what you do have in your life. And sometimes it's really hard when we have a lot of loss to be able to even dig deep and find any gratitude for what we still have left, because we want what we lost. But this is Spirit's way, the universe's way, trying to tell you, hey, you didn't need that. That was just causing you more blockage to your abundance than anything. So, for example, if you've ever had a car taken away and it really sucked because you got like one payment behind or two, and that was your vehicle, and all of a sudden, they came and took it because you didn't make your payments. That was because you also prayed probably for help with that. And if you lost your job or something, sometimes we have to lose our material possessions. I have lost my material possessions. It really sucks. But I also was stuck in it by somebody else. Somebody else got me in that terrible, my ex got me into a terrible monthly rate on a vehicle that the payment was just outrageous. And anyways, that's a whole nother story. But know that anything that is truly lost was never meant for you to have. It's not a forever thing. It came in for you to have as an experience. But not everything was meant for us to keep forever. And that's really hard with humans. Like, I'm the number one person that gets connected to a human. And when I was a CNA, I had a really hard time with that, because there's just some people that were terminal, and there's nothing you can do about that, but you can be as kind as you can to that person before they leave this world. And so I've always embraced that attitude. And I'm not going to continue. I mean, people are going to die regardless, so am I just going to stop loving people? Like, I have to, I don't know, that's almost like something we're here to master, I guess. It's rough sometimes, but if you can give gratitude for what you have in this moment, no matter how rough it is in any moment, because I've been in all sorts of different kinds of moments. Hold on. Know that if you take a moment, ground yourself, and find at least 3 things that you can state right in this moment that I'm happy and grateful for, that is a step up from what I've had before. Because I've been at the bottom, I've been at the top, I've been in the middle, I've been all around the block. And so you're actually from Massachusetts. Okay, well, Sharon Boo, I'm always seeing you connected through the Hawaiian guys, and that's what it is. And also Ethan Wolf, probably. He does the bridge. He's a really cool guy to follow too. So this is what I've been thinking with my brother when he passed. You were so on point. Well, maybe this is your message then, because like I said, spirit works through me and people show up to my lives for different uh, things. So maybe that is your message right there, because right when you came in, I dropped my cards and these two messages came out. So gratitude and grief. And the grief is also tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. So, thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. And I do one-to-one readings, and I do mediumship, psychic mediumship readings on Zoom or Google Duo, whichever. And here, let's see if your brother's here. What's your brother's name, Sharon? Oops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If he's here, I can get a message for you. This one flew out though. This keeps. Sorry, guys. My thing keeps going back and forth. Ease. So this feels like a specific message. Because this one went to. I was going to get my other deck. And elephants. There's 4 elephants there. In 4 hands, so that's number 8. It's easy for me to receive, it's easy for me to receive, it's easy for me to receive. I love that. So this is about manifesting a good outcome by believing that you're worthy and spirits heard you and that things will change because you deserve a good change. And also it's about being the leader of your family, being the encouraging the rest of your family to lead on down the road because you're brave, like your courage stands out and they follow you. So you have people that listen to you, follow you. I feel like it's your family. But in order for you to receive your abundance, you have to open up your arms to receive it. So don't have it closed. Know that you're willing to open up to the beauty of this moment and know that your angels are working on helping bring you your blessings right now. But you have to just go with the flow right now. That's a big message I'm hearing. Go with the flow. And you can see the elephants pouring water back there too. So that's a really important message. Yeah, make sure keep repeating I am is a really powerful affirmation that you can use. I am and then fill in the blanks. And by doing that, you will, that's how you use it like a magnet to draw in your abundance. So let's see what, this is my oracle deck that I use for spirit messages. So let's see what Tom has to say. And when I do them one-to-one virtual, I actually have you send a picture and I study that and I send you the messages I get off that first. And then I have the virtual message to talk and then share messages off of these. So here's one that's really, this is about your crown chakra. This is about staying connected to spirit and staying connected to Tom. We are all born connected to connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to the source. So I'm hearing that you do need to maybe listen to some crown chakra meditations, that vibration. Don't second guess your intuition. If you are hearing something or seeing something with your five senses, and it reminds you of your brother, like true to your soul, and you're just like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's him saying hello to you and or acknowledging you. And a lot of our loved ones show up when we're super lonely, or when our confidence is really low, if we fall into a depression. That's when spirit tends to show up really hard with some messages, or all of a sudden you just see all these synchronicities. You're seeing butterflies and dragonflies. There's a dragonfly just drove by. This came out too. Yep, your intuition never steers you wrong, by the way. So I always second guess my intuition, and it's always right, because when you feel that little tingle on the top of your hair, it's like weird. It's like a massage kind of feeling. That's how I feel spirit. So there's different ways that you feel spirit. You might smell something. You might all of a sudden hear something on the TV, and it's like, wow, did I just hear that? Yeah. Take some time to process it, and don't beat yourself up, because it's happening. I self-taught myself how to do all this, and just telling you, relationships. So this one was like coming out really, this card wanted to be presented. There's a lot of birds on there too, and I'm hearing that you need to free your soul. Don't constrict your soul so much. Don't make it like so black and white. Like it's not one way or the other. There's many different ways, but there's many different parts of your relationship with yourself, and then you have relationship with others and your family members, and there's some healing that needs to go. But also, if you look right here, I'm hearing the grass isn't always greener on the other side, and about planting your field. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. So when you're running into these people that you're not fond of, and you're like, why do I keep attracting these terrible people or situations? Don't ask yourself why, but just know that this person is a soul catalyst, because spirit works through human beings, okay? And sometimes they just have them act a certain way to see how you're going to react. Sometimes it's a test. But no, always be true to yourself, because that's what the ultimate test is you're interacting with all these other souls out here to help know is where you can like see the picture of it, right? That's your in between your eyebrows. This is more like you're receiving an incoming text message. And it's when you send prayers, when you go into prayers, that's how you send your messages up to your angels and your spirit team. And when you meditate, that's how you receive your messages. Now, meditation doesn't have to be like a monastery out with the monks, and you're sitting there for 20 hours meditating to get your message. You can simply start off on meditation by having it play in the background by binaural beats, because that's a wavelength of music that you're listening to. We're made up of energy, and so we have different chakras, and depending on what megahertz level of tone you're listening to, that's what's going to help shake it out of your body, basically. So you can turn it on. If you have YouTube, most TVs have the app YouTube on it. You can put on a binaural beat and you can just pick it for whatever, but you can go check one out for a crown chakra. And crown chakra is like a lavender purple. So third eye is more violet. And you can also, the violet flame helps meditation, is good for both your third eye and your crown chakra. But definitely spirit is trying to send you messages. So when you have thoughts too, and you're like, where did this thought come out of? It's also a way spirit's trying to answer. So, oh, I froze. I'm listening to Inner Lotus Music 888. Yes. This is Brittany Burnaby for abundance right now. So yes, 888 hertz and 396 hertz. So yes, that's an awesome meditation to listen to as well. So like there's so many different things you can change with just listening to music. So yes, you can have a card, Brittany. So hey there. But don't second guess your intuition is a really big, strong message that's coming across. So let's see what message Spirit has for you right now, Brittany. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for all the likes. I appreciate it. Ooh, that one flew out. Well, here we go. The breathe card, this one like flew out, and this one is a popular one. You're so welcome, Sharon. And if you want to, have a one-to-one session, you can check out my link in my bio. And I'm doing a special. It's only $24.44, and it's only a 30-minute session. So you guys are welcome. That's my cheaper price for TikTok. So, and then back to this reading. A father's love is coming through. So I feel like it's an uncle maybe or a grandpa. But they're sending a message to breathe. I don't know if the name Darren helps anyone out there, but I'm definitely feeling a Darren. And they're trying to send you courage right in this moment. So I need to breathe, been stressed out lately. So yes, this person in spirit is definitely here to help encourage you to step out in faith, and also to speak your truth, live in your joy, stop doing things that don't make you happy, like out of what's the word, obligation. Don't do things out of obligation, because that'll never get you anywhere. It'll get you same where pride will get you. It just won't get you to the happy spot. And I feel like they're sending this as to about believe and light. And I feel like you need to shine a light on your soul right now, on your magic of your belief on good things will happen to you. Good things can happen in the future. So if something's happening that you don't like right now, stop and take an assessment of what are you tolerating that you don't like, because you have control of the driver's seat. It's your life. So if somebody else is coming in, stepping in to take control, know that you need to start taking steps to get back in the driver's seat, because it is your life. Every soul is, the angels can't even make us follow their plans. So your parents, your job, your whoever can't. And if something happens, you lost your job because you stood up, because you're being bullied, not a big deal. You know, I don't encourage you to go lose your jobs, but I don't encourage you to sit there and let somebody just have that toxic power over you. I've had it done to me before. Most of my bosses didn't like me though, because even at 17 years old, I was like, look here, you're not going to boss me around and push me around like this. It's not going to happen. Like, I guess if you are, then I'm going to quit and I'll just show myself out, because I am more worthy than to show up every day and be bullied. And I know that's a thing out in America right now. That's why I work from home and I work doing virtual calls. And this came with the whole epidemic. I decided to just go virtual and work from this space versus working in a Reiki. Like, I can go rent a massage place and all that, but during those 2 years of the pandemic, I had to refocus on how I was doing things. So I chose to do it this way, because I'm still effective in the manner that I need to be. But sometimes we have to change things around to be able to see the light, because there's always a light in every dark situation. I've been through a lot of dark situations myself. So speaking just from being in the dark and coming back to the light, you have to believe and know there's magic in every moment. And no matter how bad you think you messed it up, it's never impossible. If you're waking up and breathing, you get a different chance to do it differently every day. And if this is at work, so yeah, I've been dealing with stuff at work. If this is something at work that this is hitting on, know that sometimes we box ourselves into, I have to be at this job, and it's not the 1950s anymore, and they don't just keep you around because you're a star employee. I've seen people put 20 years in and then they let them go as easy. So I'm just saying, do what makes you happy. Don't be worried about other people. So I need to breathe. Been stressed out lately, and that's another thing Spirit is saying, is that you hold your breath when you get stressed out, and then that takes away the oxygen that you're getting. And that sounds kind of like really cliche and kind of silly, but it's true. We don't think about it. We don't think about us holding our breath, but you need to. Big thing is if you can sit there and breathe through your nose twice. So in the same breath, go. So it's hold it and then breathe out. That will help realign your chakras. Do that every so often. In a moment that you want to spew your thoughts on someone, take a moment and do that at least 3 times and see if it brings you down a couple of notches. Because I never speak anymore unless I know what I'm going to say. I don't just randomly spit out my thoughts anymore. I I'm grounded in my responses, because reacting to everything, I was very reactive before, and reacting doesn't get you anywhere but judged and closed off from people. So there's nothing wrong with learning how to take 5 extra seconds. And if you keep pushing me and I'm not ready to answer, I might just walk away in the middle of it, or just tell you I'm not ready and walk away, because I'm not going to be pushed into a reaction. So that's a very big, important message. So I don't know a Darren, but my uncle RJ is passed. My Papa Thomas and Papa Mott, I had a dream about my mama, and she said she was in the light. I've been dreaming of her lately. Yeah, I've been dealing with stuff at work. Hold on. Been very emotional lately. Well, let's see what else. Because I see that's basically the message, is that they want you to know. That's an important one. Okay, so so one thing is that distractions is a really important message that's coming across for you right now. Is what are you letting keep your eye off the prize? Because we set goals, right? Or maybe you need to set goals, but usually when we set goals, the reason why we complete them is because we focus on them. But a lot of times all this stuff comes around and takes our keeps our focus off of it. So we only have so many days and hours in the day, and we only have so much energy allotted for those hours in the day. So it's about taking time, and there's roses, and I'm hearing take time to smell the roses, take time to be in this moment. Stop rushing yourself is a really big message coming across right now. My third eye's itching. Take time to literally take a walk, stop, smell the roses, be with nature. Since Mama passed in May, my life has taken a turn for the worse. So I feel like she's trying to let you know that it hasn't changed for the worse, but it's changing for what's necessary, so you can shake off and recreate. So sometimes we have to go down to our bare naked roots, and we feel like we lost everything, but nothing's ever truly lost or taken from us that was meant for us. And sometimes that's really hard, because that one thing that maybe you got betrayed by someone, maybe someone hasn't been treating you nice, but that just means if they were doing it and she was alive, then they were just putting on a mask. And masking intentions is a very big message coming across. Some people mask their intentions, so if you would have known the whole picture behind everything, you probably wouldn't have went and made your decision the way you did. But somebody wasn't fully honest with you about their intentions or all the ingredients to the whole scenario of the message. So distractions is, and it says control your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused. So when the negative thoughts come across, ultimately you're going to have to be like that commercial and be like, boom, pow, negative, I'm walking away. Toxic people, I'm walking away. You're just going to have to keep walking and being like Wonder Woman with her shield and be like, no toxicity today. And I always say that there was an affirmation that says, I will not let my mind be a host for parasites today. And so it is. Because sometimes we let negative thoughts take over our mind, and then we accidentally manifest or create a reality that we did not desire. But thoughts are things. So that's why I tell people you need to focus on what makes you happy, because then the universe will start bringing you more of that, but it's not always instant. So you have to start taking manageable steps that you can do every day to release yourself from the old and start embracing the new, and know that the past no longer exists anymore. You can only recreate a better present and future for yourself. So I've been very distracted by my emotions. I'm an empath, a reader. I've been reading since she passed. And what helps too is sitting in the bath. And if you can't sit in the bath, go get some, because an Epsom salt bath is amazing with lavender. That really helps clear out your energy, because when you're a reader, you got to be a vessel and you don't want all that negative energy within you. Or you can go get like Dial, the pink Himalayan body wash, and it's got Himalayan salt in it, and anything with salt, sea salt, is really good because it helps scrub you. Now, it is summer. You can put your feet, I would highly recommend walking around in the grass, in the dirt, putting your hands in the dirt or putting your feet in the dirt, going to the ocean. Uh, Sitting out in the sun is really good too. You need to clear out this negative energy. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to do it by yourself, schedule that into your day. But nature, go buy yourself some plants. We just bought some plants, and my guy knows how to clone them. And so he'll get like 3 plants and they turn into a whole jungle. Here's a big message. These are coming up blocked because you're having a hard time with this. So one is vulnerability. The person here, the gentleman in spirit here, uh, is talking about vulnerability, and I feel like maybe he didn't show you the vulnerability, or it was kind of like the pride thing in the family, so you're not connected with that, but he wants you to know that it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's a confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back, or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. And I think so. Maybe he was a little. You wouldn't kind of take him as a softie, but now that he's passed, he's learned that that wasn't the correct way either. So maybe this is like a grandparent. Uh, they were like in the old days. They were more like masculine. They thought masculine was just to be tough and not show their emotions, and it's actually the other way around. So seek is also. This is a message of viewing people in your life and trying to see like not the outside shell that the world has created with all the experiences, but know that there's still a loving soul in there, and there's still a bright soul in there, but you're gonna have to dig through some layers and some emotions to get there. So the power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and will always be connected to one another. So maybe somebody in your life doesn't know how to connect with their emotions or show you how they feel, but you're going to have to see what you can tolerate and know that for somebody to change that, if it's a behavior of somebody else, are they willing to change that? Are they just saying they're going to change that? Or are they truly going to change that? So Papa Tommy passed in 99. My Papa Mott passes way before I was born. Uncle RJ passed around 6 years ago. So my boyfriend and I have been together going on 7 years. So, this could be surrounding that. Maybe you don't know how to be vulnerable with your partner. That could be a message coming through too. Maybe your experiences in life have made it where you don't know how to just sit and just talk about it. I think maybe it's hard to find that trust still, no matter how long you've been with him for. So, here's two messages. Responsibility, take responsibility for your own happiness. And this is reversed, and I feel like she's wearing a pink dress. That's about love. This is about walking in love, embracing your feminine side, and know that you don't have to embrace your masculine side. And if you made a mistake on something, just chuck it up to, I made a mistake on this. I will do better on the test next time. But don't overthink it or beat yourself up, and just say, that's how you accept the responsibility for it. And if it's meant to be, though, divine timing, like when things are happening in divine timing, you'll know. So if something's not got a lot of roadblocks in it, it wasn't meant to be yours, and that's just spirit stepping in to kind of help you. And it's for your highest good. It's always for your highest good. So there's spirit wants you to celebrate instead of, I feel like you're overthinking something. Your spirit needs to play and have fun. So you're caught up on beating yourself up on the mistakes that you have made. But just like that sun's right there, there's brighter days ahead. But you have to go through the lessons to get your blessings. So I'm hearing ride on your white horse. I can't control my anxiety and my emotions lately. Yes, and that's why I said take an Epsom salt bath. Take a bath. Take a shower. The simple act of running your hands through water for like 5 to 10 minutes, like lukewarm water, will help diminish, and you set the intentions of releasing your negativity through your hands, and it'll help cleanse you. Active water is cleansing, and so is salt. So I've been depressed since Mama passed because she was my last grandparent alive. I fully understand that too. My grandparent passed. My last one that was alive was in 2009, and she was like 91 or something. No, almost 100, like 95. And she passed 20 minutes after I couldn't go. They told me she was in the hospital and that she had a stroke. When you're that old, you're 95, you're like, you're not going to just bounce back from it. Okay, I worked in the medical field, so I was like, I'm not going down there because she's checked out anyways. And I'm not going down there because you have to make these decisions, unfortunately, as an adult. And I had to make this decision because I knew I was going to have to go to her funeral. Like, I just felt it in me because she was 95. That's pretty old. And she was in there for 2 weeks, and I was like, I wonder why she hasn't passed. That's kind of crazy. So I was at work one day, and I texted this whole letter to my grandmother, and I had my uncle, I told him to read it to her. And since I couldn't be there because she was in Texas, I'm here in Colorado. And 20 minutes later, she passed away. And it was crazy. It was like she was waiting for me. Kind of crazy. So, it's hard. It's some days it's really hard, but know that they're here with you. They haven't left and they're listening to you. So they're kind of, now you got an ace in the hole upstairs watching over you. And I can't even make this up. The celebration card came out again. And this is about, this is in reverse. This is Archangel Gabriel. This is about making music with your soul is one. And also that you're a creative person. There's a project, there's something that you like to do. I feel like it's regarding music because piano's in there too. So know that Archangel Gabriel is specifically with you. She's trying to help get you back in the flow of your creative music flow because that makes you happy. This like connects to your soul. But I feel like your grandparents are sending a message of celebrate right now. Be happy, be present in the moment. Go treat yourself, go have fun for the moment. Take yourself out of reality and stop putting yourself to all these things that have to be done. And know that Spirit really wants you to go out and play. So I feel like you know what that means. You gotta put the adulting aside for a moment and know that you can't fix everything in one day. So just continue to work on what you can at the moment and give it your best every day, and slowly you'll come up out of this and you'll use their passing as a driving force to help you feel like you carried on a legacy. But you gotta let go of this darkness and let the music fills the space in between, and it also soothes the savage beast. So go and do something silly today. Connect with your inner child, and I feel like there's an instrument that you need to play. Maybe a trumpet or maybe a violin, maybe a clarinet. But there is a music instrument you used to play, and you need to just pull this out. So yes, I love singing and music. And she was with Papa Tommy after 22 years apart. So she would have been 86 this year, and she passed at 10:20. See, that's an angel number, which my dad was born at 10:20. That is so crazy because uh, go look up the numbers 10 and number 20, angel numbers. Angel number 10 and angel number 20 meaning. Because my friend passed on 10, 10. And 1 is the number of new beginnings. 0 is the number of infinity. So you put those together and it's about healing the past, tying up loose ends, and start moving forward to a new generation. That's a big message that's coming through right now for you. And okay, Wine and Bonnie. I don't know, but it's coming through. So, and Renee. Maybe Bonnie Raitt. That's a music song. Let's give them something to talk about. I think that's Bonnie Raitt. So I don't know if this resonates with you, but Bonnie and Renee and Wine. are coming through for somebody out there. So my dad is going through it. So is Aunt Karen because they just lost their mother. So yeah, this definitely spirit wants you to know that you didn't truly lose them. You lost them in human form, in tangible form. But if you sit quietly and think about their name in your mind and repeat their name in your mind, and you sit quietly and just think about what they look like, think about their spirit and connect with their energy like that. You just close your eyes and you're like Aunt Karen, you know, or that's not her name, but Papa Tommy. So you go Papa Tommy and you just think about him and think about all the good memories that you have. And with your five senses, he's going to send you some kind of, like, whether you see a butterfly or you're going to feel a breeze, you're going to smell something, you're going to hear something. Be open and receptive to it. But about 10 or 15 minutes, you can just sit in a quiet space and do that. That'll help you connect to your grandparents. So, and when you play your music, that's going to help you connect to spirit as well. So when I picture Mama in heaven, she ran through dandelions to him as he turned and picked her up in a hug. That's pretty cool. And dandelions have a meaning too. I don't have time to go look it up right now, but look up the spiritual meaning of dandelions, because that is I know one thing is to release the drama. That's one thing that's coming across. Hey there, Angelic. You want to come live, my friend? Mama earlier, Erline is her name. So yeah, dandelions, one thing is about releasing the drama. And I love it. Luck is on your side. Let the magic happen. This is the Midas touch. Know that you have the possibility. It's no problem. I was just offering. I'm just gonna end here in a moment. So the song Dandelions came into my head while she was in the hospital. Well, this is a message from her to let you know that you have the magic touch. Anything's possible for you. And that's what the Midas touch is that anything that you touch turns into gold. So this is the Midas star. So this is actually wishing upon a star and knowing that she's your star and she's helping you, guide you to a different path. So 2 is a number, like we see 222 a lot. That's a number of knowing you're on the right path, but also it may not make sense, but to keep continuing on and keep connecting with your positivity and your faith. And don't let outside sources distract you or knock you off your belief path, because you do have the opportunity to manifest whatever you want in your future, but it's on you to know that thoughts are things, and it's important, even if you can't see it right now, to just keep putting positive energy towards that. And a message of timeout. This is reversed. It says, take time for a much needed break and relax. So I feel like you're pushing yourself a little too hard about things, and things happen in divine timing. So some things you're not in charge of when they're going to happen or how they're going to happen, but you're in charge of putting that positive energy and also taking care of yourself. Self-care is important. You don't have to fill up your whole day with stuff to do to be productive. So I gave her a Jasper heart while she was in the hospital, and she got cremated with it. She has my heart forever. So I gotta run to the store. Call me in a bit. Love you and I miss you. I love you too, Angelique, Peggy. So, and there's a dagger up here. I feel like this has to do with your thoughts. thoughts are things. Swords can be a weapon, but they can also be a protection item. So your thoughts can help you or they can hinder you. That's what I'm hearing right now. So that's really awesome. You got to give her a Jasper heart. So know you can always call on her at any moment. And also, she wants you to really know this: butterflies, blue butterflies. And this is eyes of love. Try to look at the experiences you're going through and the people you're dealing with through the eyes of the angels and through the eyes of love, and know that there's always, you have to kind of look at it on the other side of the foot of other people. How is that person? What are they going through? Kind of look it through a third party before you react to it, and know that the more that you look through it, the eyes of love, the less the negative can touch you. So if somebody's trying to make you be reactive, not giving them that reaction helps you out a lot more. Focus your eyes on loving actions and your lips on loving words. So make sure you're not letting other people get you in that web of talking or gossiping or any of those lower vibrational activities. And don't put judgment on people when they come through, and even if they're doing you wrong, because that's something for the angels and your creator to deal with. Your job is to be aware of it and put your boundaries up. Somebody who really respects you will follow you and let you do your thing. But somebody who is trying to push your boundaries or recreate them is doing that in a selfish manner. So don't let people do that. But know that you are a healer, but you're not everybody's healer, and you really need to take time out for yourself. Go relax, go to a spa, go to somewhere that has water. So however manner you can do that, Spirit's going to be able to get messages through to you the clearer that you are. Because when you're getting messages from Spirit, or you want to hear answers to your prayers, you have to be an open vessel, and you can't put Spirit in a box and only say, I'm only going to accept your message in this capacity, or they simply won't be able to give you the message, because Spirit is very subtle and angels are very subtle, so they don't come on super strong, and it's just like a car passing by with a license plate, or you overhear a conversation that sounds similarly close to what you're going through. That's Spirit. It's not anything super dramatic. You just have to be paying attention to it. So the day after she passed, I saw a blue butterfly. So that's pretty cool, Brittany. That definitely means that whole was her all in that reading for you, that when you see blue butterflies specifically, that is her letting you know she's around you. And if it's for your highest good, she's going to be fighting for you in the background to help facilitate whatever this desire is that you're praying for. But if it's not for your highest good, she's not gonna, Spirit can't intervene with that. So thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of your presence here, and I'm glad you enjoyed this message. So I hope that brought some love and light into your life today, Brittany. And it's about embracing your joy today. Embrace your joy. No, life's too short to be anything but happy. So if you're not having a great day, great moment, because usually it's a bad moment that ruins our whole day. And You gotta just let those bad moments roll on, because we're always gonna have bad moments. But let them roll on and know that it's gonna get better. But you just gotta focus on things that you can do right at this moment to make you happy. So I haven't been completely happy in a long time. You're very welcome. And she said, yes, beautiful. So here's two messages. I gotta show you this. I'm sitting here. Again, we're gonna just wrap this up with this. The same message came out is Archangel Gabriel wants you to know that she's guiding your creativity. So pick up that music instrument. And also know, I feel like it's a violin. I feel like you have a violin somewhere. The best is yet to be. Good things have happened, but even better things will be presented in the future. So know that if you're going through something right now, it's a lesson. So go into student mode and learn the lesson. And once you learn the lesson, you won't have to keep repeating it. So that's why I started learning my lessons, because I'm not going to keep repeating. But they're like, no, you learn your lesson, you level up, you don't repeat the same lesson. You're always going to have lessons, but it's a different lesson. And this one's about, I never played any instruments, just thinking, well, go through the music store and pick up an instrument, see what floats your boat, because this is going to open up. You finding an instrument to work with will help you open up your connection to spirit and your flow to music. So this is the journey of the adventure of something new. Learning a new ability is what I'm hearing, and by you doing that, that's going to help you focus your energy on something new. So see what guides you. Sometimes I tell people, when you're feeling stuck, go to the library and walk around, or go to a bookstore and just walk around and go to where you're pulled at in that store and see what book aisle you end up at. Because spirit, if you ask them to help you, they will. This is at the bottom of the deck, by the way. Spirit will help you get you to that perfect book. These are personal experiences that I've done. So I go to my crystal shop mostly. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So look up, look forward. And you can see there's a butterfly mask on her as well. If you can see that. And she's got a yellow shirt on. And yellow is about connecting with your solar plexus, which is right below your belly button. Right above your belly button, excuse me. Up to your rib cage, so your belly button up to here. Step out of your comfort zone today and do something that you normally wouldn't do, and that's where your opportunities are going to come out of. And that's how you're going to get yourself out of feeling unstuck. Also, there's a seashell here, so you're either by water, or it also stands for like feminine energy, and it's about it being too coiled up. You need to release that coil right there. You need to loosen things up and not just stand in your masculine energy, but stand in your feminine energy and look up and look forward and know you can be soft. You can be gentle, but assertive. That's a really big message coming across. So be gentle, but assertive. And focus on what you want. Write it down. Write it down every day on the things that you want. And focus on those things, because law of attraction is most helpful when you focus on things that you most desire, not the things that you don't want. Because when you focus on the things that you don't want, the universe will bring you those things as well. So we don't want more of what we don't want. We want more of what we do want. So, also the moon, your manifestations happen with the moon cycles. So I feel like we just had a full moon in July. It was the buck moon. Also, the violet flame meditation is really going to be helpful. I feel like Archangel Metatron is with you. He works with geometric shapes. This will help you start connecting back to your spiritual side. So, definitely need to be by the ocean or some body of water, though. Or you live somewhere that you are by that. But you need to go and just release the stress and only make room for what's in front of you. Because just because this moment is not so great, your future, it only takes one moment to change everything. So start investing your energy in the things that you do want so you can build a good future ahead of you. So know that good things are going to come. And I can't even, like, this is so funny. It makes me laugh when I do this. So this was the next card, manifest success. That, and then there's the moon. There's the moon. And there's an eclipse of the moon right there. So powerful energy when you do manifest with the moon cycles. Archangel Haniel will be helping you out with that. Master your destiny by making use of your skills. Harness the creative forces to bring about success and to achieve your goals. So remember, thoughts are things. You got the keys to the kingdom is what I'm hearing right now. And there's a bunch of different doors to choose from. There's a bunch of different opportunities, different doors to choose from. There's a bunch of different opportunities for you to choose from. Believe. Ask. Believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. 3 steps in manifesting. We usually get caught up on the receiving because we don't think we're worthy of it. But you know what? There's enough energy, there's enough resources, abundance on this earth. You don't have to go looking for it. It's here. You just got to attract it to you. And how you do that is mind, body, and soul. You got to get those in alignment and get in the alignment of success and manifesting. What does success look like for you? If you were successful and you already reached your success at this moment, what would you be doing at this moment? What would you, if you had unlimited amount of time and money, what would you be doing at this moment? Those are the kind of thoughts you need to invest into to manifest your success, because logic doesn't work with manifesting, just so you guys know. So definitely mama, I've been drawn to blue my whole life. So blue is also royal blue specifically is the color of Archangel Michael. And he is the first archangel that is connected to the creator. He is the warrior angel. So I feel like he's the angel also for indigo children because we're more of a warrior spirit. We're kind of misunderstood because we stand in our what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Like there's no debating that. You know what's on one side and what's on the other side. So let's see what else. So one is that you give a lot to others, but you don't take for yourself. You need to be able to open up and receive, even if it's receiving a compliment. We Spirit wants you to know that they're with you, and they notice that you focus your attention on everyone else and often neglect your own concerns and well-being in the process. So take care of yourself. And this goes along with it, receive. Make sure you're receiving back as much as you're giving. You know, you need to balance that out. And there's strings attached. So know that love doesn't have to have strings attached to it. Help doesn't always have to have like uh, strings attached. Also, this is your emotions. Release your emotions for why you know your intentions of why you do something. Don't let your emotions mask on reasons why you do or don't receive something. So don't let yourself tell you that you're not good enough. I don't deserve to receive that or something along those lines. And cleansing. See, there's that water again. So I feel like you're harboring a lot of negative emotions in your sacral, which is where we push down our repressed emotions. And this is about planting the seeds and regrowing your bush, your tree of life, and watering and nurturing yourself, but letting the negative, the things that no longer serve you, the thoughts, the patterns of the past that no longer serve you, let them flow out of you. And even if your circle around you doesn't agree on the way that you want to live or whatever, well, that's your choice and your destiny. So just release everybody's negativity, and big thing is listen to your intuition. There's your third eye right there. You're seeing things, you're hearing things, you're knowing things, but you're ignoring them because you don't want to make someone uncomfortable or something along those lines. So you kind of keep it to yourself, or you just don't go along with something that your intuition tells you clearly this is not for our highest good. Kind of like when you go for that red flag that you know is not for your highest good. It's a toxic relationship all over the place, but you're going to talk yourself into it's not. And it is at the end of the day. So listen to your intuition. It'll never guide you wrong. And know that intuition works like this. If it feels a little scary but interesting, follow that. Because that's called stepping out of your comfort zone. If it feels constraint like and like you have a boulder in the middle of your throat and you can't talk and it's very scary, that's probably, yeah, it's probably not the way to go. Probably means you're going to low vibe territory and you don't want to be there. Because there's consequences to every action, but you know what? There's really no right or wrong. There's a right or wrong in like morality and stuff and that, but there's no right or wrong choices. There's just different lessons to be learned in this life. So if you were aware or learning that, oh my gosh, I made the decision and now I'm in a lesson, this isn't a blessing. The problem is that we find ourselves there and then we're like, whoa, I'm just gonna stay here, and because now I deserve to stay here, and that's not the truth either. You are allowed to leave at any point you want to leave, and if you're getting intuitive nudges, that's because your angels don't want you to be stuck in an unhappy situation no more. And also know that there's no good time to cut off a toxic relationship. There's no amount of thinking, talking, reflecting that's going to ever get you. No amount of let's have one more conversation, one more apology, because at the end of the day, if they're a narcissist, if they're a person of low vibe energy, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. They're never going to tell you the truth, and you're always never going to be satisfied with it. So once you find out this information about a person, just let it roll out and roll on and release from your spirit. You don't want to continue to hold that energy into your spirit. It'll make you sick. And now you're reflecting their, and they're projecting their energy on you and you're reflecting it. So been drawn to, so yeah, definitely know Spirit's working with you. I feel like Spirit's really close to you right now, and they're really watching over you. And they want you to breathe, especially Brittany. This is, we were just talking to you. And you see that butterfly, the closer I get it. And a monarch butterfly is another butterfly. They're trying to talk to you. So if you see pennies, dimes, butterflies, there's definitely Spirit trying to let you know that you're not alone, that this too shall pass. But you really need to connect with your creative side. You got to start making music, however that looks to you, whether it's journaling, sitting out in a meadow and journaling, listening to the birds. You need to just take a moment and know that Spirit is helping you, and they want to help you create a plan too. Oh no. So, well, that's my cue. My phone is about to need to be put on the charger, but thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for allowing me. Yeah, sorry guys. So, thank you for allowing me to give you messages, and you can check out my link in my bio. I do private Zoom or Duo Google messages, only 24.44 right now. Usually I do them about 65 and up an hour, but I do private psychic angel readings, and if I do it with a loved one, I have you send me a picture of them to study before we connect. But check out the link in my bio, send me your email, and I can get you scheduled today. Love and light, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for coming to my live. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you guys.